God save you, Henry. How are you, Henry?
God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Ujet, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumour has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life wasn't for him, and vanished to foreign parts. They say he made a living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk at the Battle of Kosovo, and then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his family plenty, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a good understanding of vice.
It's all sorted out, sir. You've no need to worry about the vicar anymore.
Excellent. Some good news at last. I've heard some pretty wild rumours from Ujic. So what happened there exactly?
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Ujic.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose in my possessions?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts, and he was right.
Christ, a man doesn't expect that sort of thing in his own fiefdom. Did you catch them?
No, they ran away. The vicar's investigation wasn't exactly low-key. Anyway, they've definitely fled beyond your estate.
Well, that's at least something. And the vicar?
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Henry. Henry, glad you came.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you.
To help your neighbours, he says. It's been weeks.
I've got those herbs you wanted.
Let me see if you have everything. Are you trying to waste my time?
got those herbs you wanted.
Let me see if you have everything. Excellent, you have all the plants. I'll take those from you. And what of the book? Did you remember to bring it?
I certainly did. Here it is.
Thank you for everything. I'll set someone the task of scraping away the old ink and making the herbarium.
It was my pleasure.
Jesus Christ be praised.
The overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place.
This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it.
call that combat?
Welcome, Henry. God almighty, has something happened to you?
Here's the cursed stone that caused so much damage.
It's old and weathered. But this isn't my stone.
What?
Well, this stone isn't from my quarry. See the grain? That's not from the weathering. The stone is from somewhere else.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Has anything else unusual happened?
I can think of a couple of things. When we were extending the scaffolding, they dug up a human skull by the wall, with horns. The scaffolder Leszek got rid of it straight away, but there are still rumors going round about it, and about the building being cursed.
A skull with horns? How did it get there?
I don't know. I didn't see it with my own eyes, but there were enough witnesses. You can ask Leszek. He'll tell you more.
What about the second thing?
One of our workers ran away.
And that's unusual.
Somewhat. Usually, if someone runs away, they take things with them. But he left everything here, absolutely everything, and disappeared like steam over a cooking pot. He didn't tell a soul what he was up to.
I looked around, and the stone that fell on that man is different from the rest.
Yes, it's very poor, but we have to work with what we've got. We didn't have anything else, and we couldn't wait for more.
That's not what I meant. It's not the same kind of stone that came from Talmberg. Someone must have switched it.
But why would anyone do that?
Well, maybe he was stealing new stone and replacing it with old stuff. Or to sabotage the construction, I don't know.
But the carriage never moved. It rained a lot and we couldn't get any work done, or we'd have been up to our ankles in mud.
So someone had to take it out without being seen.
That huge piece of rock. It would take a few strong men to shift something that size. I know you're trying to help, but someone would have noticed. It couldn't be done without anyone seeing it.
God be with you, good sir.
I heard you found something.
It's true. I dug it up during work. I then ran away with it and got rid of it so the others wouldn't see. But rumours spread anyway.
And what was it that nobody was supposed to see?
What do you think? A demon skull.
Here, on holy ground, in the middle of the monastery.
But it was outside the monastery walls.
Where exactly? Is there anything else there worth seeing?
Nothing but scaffolding. We started digging there to set foundations for extending it.
And are you sure it was a devil's skull?
I know what I saw. I can recognise a human skull. And this one had horns, like the devil. Besides, that thing gave off a diabolical stink.
And where is it now? What did you do with it?
I was taking it down to the river to throw it in. Only I dropped it at the top of the slope and it rolled downhill. The devil alone knows where it ended up.
I'll see if I can find it. It looks genuine, but I'm not capable of judging.
Good day, Henry.
Welcome,
Good day, Henry. Hey! Henry's come. Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I found this skull. People are saying it's the skull of a demon, but I don't know.
It certainly looks like it, with the horns and all. Well, let's see. Those are deer antlers that someone's fixed to this human skull. It's not a devil, just a bit of devilry.
I'm glad to hear it's not the real thing. Someone must have put it there deliberately, knowing that's where they were due to dig.
And they put a lot of work into it too. The horns are held on tight, even though it was lying in water. Whoever did this was skilled bugger, and no mistake.
My respects to you.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard something rumble and then screams. I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
Like what? A lot of people came down to see what was happening. Even a butcher dripping with blood wouldn't have attracted any attention in that mob.
Good day to you.
Did you see the accident?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and...
Did you notice anything
No, I didn't. All I saw was a man with his head caved in, lying, trembling.
Good health to you.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the...
Did you notice anything
No, I didn't. All I saw... Hey!
Have you seen Leszek, the scaffolder?
I saw him. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about the head he dug up.
Really? That's interesting.
Why?
He asked me to meet him on the scaffolding tonight, so he can tell me something important. Said he wanted to confess something.
So he did have something to do with the skull. I knew it.
Maybe. But I'd wager someone made him do it. He doesn't seem the type to come up with something like that on his own. I'm planning to go and meet him. Will you come with me?
It will be safer with the two of us. I'll go.
Very well. We'll meet at night. If I'm not down at the bottom, then look for me at the top.
All right.
Curse it!
Don't kill me. Who sent you? It
was the master builder's helper. Young Smola.
What?
He was supposed... He isn't. He went to the mill nearby when he...
Fuck! What am I supposed to do with you?
I was aiming to miss. On purpose. I wanted to scare you off and then say...
I won't do anything to you.
Thank you.
It was Muller, the master builder's apprentice.
Him? How do you know?
He sent someone to kill me, who confessed he was forced to do it.
That's a serious accusation. And this man he sent, will he testify?
He can. I hold him here. He'll confirm everything.
All right. I'll talk to him. And if he testifies...
And that's not even the end of it. Smoller's also set out to kill Leszek, who's hiding from him at the mill.
We have to stop that happening. I'll send a guard...
My respects to you.
Who's in charge of purchasing materials for the construction?
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery. But those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not...
They take care of storage as well?
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away. The construction is in full progress.
Do you remember when they brought the last delivery of stone?
Yes, it rained a lot that week, so they let the carriage sit right outside of the gate on the other side of the wall. It took
And there wasn't anything strange about it?
a little strange, I suppose. Usually they bring us a large block of stone, which the builders cut to size. But this time it was a number of smaller pieces.
This is the block that fell on him.
And what am I supposed to see? I don't know anything.
This stone isn't from Talmberg. Someone must have switched it.
Someone from here? We have guards, and a wagon full of stone isn't something you can hold.
I'm telling you, it's not from the Talmberg quarry. I'll find out who... I found the head they dug up.
And what about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. And the horns are fake. They were stuck on. It's definitely nothing to do with the devil.
So someone really is plotting against us.
I don't know. It was young Zmola.
What?
Zmola's the one responsible for all the thefts and death. He tried to kill me and Leszek and God knows who else.
Sweet Jesus. Where is he now?
Dead. I killed him in self-defense.
So is that the end of it, do you think?
It looks that way. I don't know if he had any cronies, but if he did, they'll be lying low from now on.
I'm glad to hear that. After all the horrible things that have happened, will happen.
Henry's come to see us.
Greetings, Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
I'd like to buy a horse.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm glad
We're
you
badly in need. Have you looked them over?
I have.
The best there are. Is there one in particular? A wonderful Arab stallion. Heavenly. When you...
Maybe some other? Do you need a hand with that?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. Throw out But why bother? There's just no point anymore. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... Although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know, really. But maybe you could find out? Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince Sir Divish.
All right, I'll go and ask Sir Divish. Maybe I can find...
That would be very kind of you, lad.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
That? What are you doing there? Hey, who's there? What's that?
I've got a piss. Who's there? What have we got here? Entertainment? Great. Over here! Stop, please!
Hey! All of you, gather here!
Come here, lily liver.
Blood gonna cry
spilt.
now.
Hello! Is that the best you can do? Gone weak at the knees, have you? Dobra die. You get what for?
Fuck! Is that all you've got?
What's the matter? Come on! You're dead! Well landed. Bollocks!
What was that noise?
Ah!
Yeah!
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? What's that?
God be with you, Henry.
What are you doing there? What's going on? What are you up? Hey!
Richard, me booty.
I wanted to vent my rage on someone! I don't know, boy. Have ya? Ah! Ah! Shit! Come here, little liver.
Non tocchi.
Sanchigin.
Welcome, Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
God save you, Henry.
Greetings. What do you need?
My lord, I bring greetings from Smill's widow, Zora, mistress of the Neuhof stud farm.
Zora. The poor woman, to lose her husband in such a terrible way. How can I help her?
She sends her respects and would like to ask, if you don't mind, why you stopped buying horses from her.
I take my horses from Uzits now. It's no reflection on Zora or her people, but it was clear to me after the tragedy at Neuhof that the stud farm would never recover. I'm not inclined to buy my steeds from a stud farm run by a woman. You can understand that, can't you? Being a stable master is a man's work.
Her horses? But they're, very pretty. I mean, very good-natured horses.
It's nice of you to offer your help, lad.
But she's a widow without any other means of support, sir. Wouldn't it be worth at least having a look at her horses?
Perhaps you're right, but it all sounds rather dull. We'll hold a horse race, and whoever's horse fares better, that's who we'll buy from. I hope you will carry the Neuhof colors.
It looks that way. I've already bought the horse.
Splendid. Tell my stable master about my decision. Meanwhile, I'll send word to the riders from the other stables around. Let's make a proper show of it. Henry, I heard from the monastery that they'll keep buying our stone. They said someone else was responsible for all the trouble. I'm in your debt.
Hey, watch it. How are you, Henry?
What do you need?
Sir Divish has sent me about the race.
Race?
Yes, I'm to tell you he wants to arrange a horse race. He will send word himself to the other stables and riders in the area.
It's true no one's raced the Talmberg track for ages, and the folk around here could use a bit of excitement. But what's your part in this?
Actually, Mistress Zora sent me. She wants his lordship to start buying her horses again.
Zora? She's from the Neuhof stud, ain't she?
Yes.
I hope with all my heart you win. After what's happened to Zora, she deserves some luck. Do you know the rules of the race?
I don't.
We'll tell you before the start of the race where the poles are and what order you have to reach them in. There's no set course. You can take any route you want. Knowing the lie of the land is very important. You must take a ribbon from each pole, and once you have them all, you can ride back. If you're the first one here, then you win. Got it?
I understand.
All right, but a race like that will take some time to arrange. Bring the dappled grey tomorrow to the gate of the Outer Bailey at noon. The start will be there.
All right, thanks.
Good health to you, Henry.
the hell are you doing?
Welcome, Henry. Hey, Henry's come to see us. Greetings.
G'day, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Henry,
I'm
aren't
glad
we with
you
you?
came.
I'm glad you came.
Welcome, Henry.
I welcome you all to the great
God save you,
Talbot horse
Henry.
race, where the best steeds and riders. Fate and fortune won't decide the winner here today. But I won't hold things up any longer. Competitors, prepare yourselves. Ready, steady, go!
Welcome, Henry.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
And here's our champion. A very impressive ride, Henry. Truly. And on a horse from Neuhof. It seems I'll have to reconsider where I get my horses from.
Are you going to buy from Zora, then?
I'd be insane not to. You've proven to me the exceptional nature of her horses. Please send her the news with my greetings.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you. I'll pass your message on to her. You waiting for someone?
Not anymore, young man. I was waiting for you. You look like a clever sort of fellow, and chivalrous too. You wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would you?
Why? Do you know of one somewhere?
Now, handsome. Don't be mean. I've got a job to offer you. There's an old grandad sitting in the alehouse there. Yesterday he made use of my services, and he said he'd pay me in the morning. Only now he pretends he doesn't know me. I want you to take the groschen he owes me from his purse and bring them to me.
And what do I get out of it?
I'll give you half of what you get of him. It ain't a lot, but it's more than I've seen for quite a while.
I'm on it. I'll be back with the coin before you know it.
God bless.
Coming!
God be with you.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
Would you have a job for me? Maybe you're in need of some supplies?
Fresh meat.
No problem. I can go to Ratai and buy some for you.
I could send a stable boy for that. I'm talking about game.
Game? But that's near impossible to buy. I'd have to hunt it myself. And that's against the law. Ah.
Of course. I'll pay you well for anything you bring me. Even more if it's something. And if you help me out here and there, I'll teach you something.
That's an...
Welcome, Henry.
Here's your share.
God save you, Henry.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Welcome, Henry.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
Bring it right away.
God save you, Henry.
Where'd you find someone willing to buy and not ask too many questions?
It wasn't easy, but then Fritz thought of Andrew.
One beer.
Andrew?
The innkeeper here. They say all sorts of things about him.
And how did it go with him?
Well, first he didn't seem too keen. But when he saw the ring, he bought it off us. Actually, I'm not surprised. After all, we'll spend all the money on booze here anyway.
What now? What will you do next?
Now that you mention it...
Out with it then. What have you thought up now?
I can't help myself. It's force of habit. We tried to be good at Sasau.
And it didn't work?
Exactly. We broke our backs working in the mill.
While you eyed up the miller's daughter?
And they drove us out. The only worthwhile thing we did recently was give that waster a thrashing, take his ring, and sell it to Andrew.
I'm not sure I like where you're going with this.
And where's that? No one in the country gives a damn about the law. And if we knock some thief over the head in the woods, or ambush some wagon with supplies for Sigismund's soldiers, I won't lose any sleep over it.
Those swine deserve even worse. But that's what Sir Hanish is here for, isn't he? What can we do?
Wake up, for Christ's sake! It's war! They skewered your parents, didn't they? They fucking burned down our fucking village, didn't they? Don't you give a damn about that?
You know I do.
And now, there's a herd of swine ransacking Skalitz. Those fuckers are trampling over the ashes of Jeremiah, and Desmond, and Siegfried, and Tristan.
Let's chop those bastards to pieces, one after the other.
I can't let it go, Hal. Even if I have to do it on my own, I'll put the fear of God into those bastards.
You won't be alone.
I knew we could rely on you, Hal. I knew it.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I thought Andrew the innkeeper here could help us, but he's nervous. Best ask Fritz. He sorted out selling the ring, and he knows Andrew better.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh, coming. Here we are.
Do you need help?
Fuck, a thief!
I'll be
There's a
with you,
pickpocket
Henry.
here!
What? What the fuck are you doing? Keep your sticky fingers to yourself.
Good day.
I hear you've got a plan to...
Be nice, wouldn't it? Otherwise we soon won't have a pot to piss in.
And the innkeeper here could lend a helping hand.
Exactly.
So what's the problem?
He reckons we're not up to it. You should try and talk him into it. You were always good at that. Oh, and tell him I sent you, so he doesn't send you packing.
Do you know how I might set about convincing Andrew?
Mention money.
That's all?
Aye. Our friend the innkeeper's as greedy as they come.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
God be with you, Henry.
That race, it was quite something.
So the race is over? Tell me, please, how did it go?
Not good. Terrible. Atrocious, really. Zora, prepare for the worst.
Mother of God, what am I to do?
Alas, you'll need to begin anew. Because Sir Divish wants to buy your horses.
Why, I ought to wring your
Henry,
neck, you
I'm
rat.
glad you stopped by.
That's not the kind of joke you play on a woman of my age.
Congratulations, Zora.
Thank you, lad. But how can I ever pay you back? Wait, I've got it.
You'll get the best saddle to be had in the whole province. Smill had it made in Kuttenberg.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's you I owe thanks to, lad.
God be with you, Henry.
I'd like you to show me...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more about...
All right, but it'll cost... Now, pay...
Welcome, Henry.
How are you, Henry?
Good health to you.
Welcome, Henry.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Good work. And that's not all. There's some trouble on the road to Sasau. There's most likely another camp thereabouts.
All right, I'll take a look around. I have some,
Let's see. Quite a collection. My boy, you're God's own avenging angel.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey! How's it going?
Can we do something about the price?
Well...
Satisfied?
It'll take more than... All right, so.
I'd like to discuss the...
Well... Tough luck.
Good day, Henry. What do you need?
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep you in spirit.
Good God, you look
Good
terrible.
health to you, Henry.
God's blessings.
God save you, Henry. Welcome, Henry.
God grant you health. How may I help you? Hey!
God save you, Henry.
What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Rattay?
It is. Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
It really did fuck you over.
My words exactly.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but...
You have the right to executions in Rattay, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants.
We can't stop the executions, unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Which we don't want.
Indeed not. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Can't we just get him blind drunk?
That wouldn't work. He's no beginner. And even if we did get him drunk, they'd just postpone the executions till he's sobered up.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House.
It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are.
Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry? They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind.
How are you, Henry?
How are you?
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dauba?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all?
At first. But then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
What can you tell me about Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice, until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Could I take a look at the Black Chronicle?
Indeed you cannot.
It would only take a moment, and
Do you have any idea how much it's worth? If I let one of you near it, next thing every yokel in the manor will be clamouring to get in here.
I'm sure there must be some way you can turn a blind eye.
You're finally speaking my language. Wait, I'll open up for you. What is it? The Black Chronicle is right by the window.
May the Lord watch over... Thank you, Henry. I've a feeling with Herman I can finally find some happiness.
You will. The two of you are made for each other. I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with. Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Ratai Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman. His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense.
His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all, sent by Satan himself. The things he's done would make a demon blanche. The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him. He hasn't earned an honourable death. He's for a long drop on a short rope.
A murderer deserves nothing better. That makes sense.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade and put it back before anyone notices?
Yes, that's probably the only way.
That'll be interesting. And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding. The sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping, the convict's wounds are treated so he can take more.
Maybe the tongs could be spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
What if I get the one who's supposed to dress the wounds drunk?
Don't do that. It could be someone from Ratai, and even if it isn't, the blame wouldn't fall on the executioner.
That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope breaks when it's done, it's an unbelievable disgrace for the executioner. Folk see it as the will of God, and sometimes he even has to let the condemned man go.
Supposing I just cut it?
I doubt it would work. The executioner will check it before the hanging when he's preparing the gallows. He'd probably notice.
What about switching it?
That could work. I've got an old rope here I don't use anymore. It looks fine, but it's rotten. It'll be perfect.
Great, I'll use that. That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope...
I could shoot the rope through from a distance with an arrow.
Don't be daft. No, you couldn't.
But I'm...
Where did you get such a stupid idea? From some wench? Even if you somehow hit it, that rope's much too strong.
Well...
And even if you did manage to shoot it through, do you really think nobody would notice?
Maybe it's not the best plan I've ever come up with.
I certainly hope not.
That'll do me. Thanks.
What is it?
Hey, what are you up to?
Well,
Hey!
God be with you.
What's going on there?
Be a bit more careful.
For anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly. He'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
What's going on there?
What the hell was that? What do you want here? Go and play your games. Are you serious?
Blunt it. If you try to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly. He'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
God save you, Henry! Only bandits creep around in the dark without a light. Where's your torch? You there! Do you seriously think you can creep around here in the dark right under my nose? That's against the law. You should have thought twice about what you were doing.
You're making a serious
Well... I need to search you. Hey! Can you hear me? What's with...
What?
Such are my orders.
I'm here on important business, and you're going to hold me up with some bloody inspection.
Right then. God save you, Henry!
What's that?
You couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this. I feel quite hungry.
God save you.
I've got some...
All right.
I've got some good...
All right.
Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
I yield.
What the hell do you think you're doing hurting people like that? Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because...
You're making it...
My heart...
All right.
You've paid for your crimes.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Welcome, Henry.
Hey!
About the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is go and enjoy the show.
Who's there? Hey, what are you up to? What's going on there? Well, what have we got here? Entertainment. Great.
Think I'll let you off, do ya? No. We finish this!
Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood, have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory. Amen.
What the f...
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Don't move a muscle!
Yeah.
Ow! Don't move a finger!
Let us beat each other over there.
Surrender! You there! Stop! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Go then! Fuck off and don't come back!
I saw you beating folk. I've no time for brutes like you. This definitely won't come cheap.
Oh well, what?
You paid for your crimes.
For heaven's sake, guards, they're fighting there. Stop them.
How are you?
Did you see that? An utter disgrace.
It certainly was. The executioner couldn't hold his head high after that.
True. The whole crowd was looking forward to it, and right at the start he fucked up the beheading. And then he took the tongs and... and the fellow kicked the bucket right away. Jesus, how he gaped. And then furious as a rabid dog, furious, he grabs the last one. And he wasn't even able to hang him. I'll be forever grateful to you, Hal. You saved my job, and you deserve a reward for it.
Thank you.
God be with you, Henry. I'd like a beer.
God be with you.
Have you got a bed for the night?
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one.
All right.
Here you go.
You'll like it here.
Where do I go?
On the upper floor of the inn. The middle room is yours.